technology. Yes, I'm keeping the track on the general trends and keeping track of general trends, but there's one problem occurring, as you correctly highlighted. We should think about technology transfer centers or something of a kind. What I'm personally missing is people from whom I could get competent view or competent explanation of future technologies in Latvia or elsewhere in the globe, around the globe. Well, what are the future global technologies available for Latvia, which is very important if we look at, for example, the transport sector, in order to forecast whether the electromobiles are the future technology or the hydrogen cars are the future technology or both of them are the future technologies. I need to have an expert view and I need to have it quick. And that would be the best way to work forward. It would be very important without wasting investing in wrong things. Okay, that's clear. Thank you. Does Mr. Strauss have anything to add? No, I just wanted to mention that when we were writing the project Renewed Riga, the renewable development plan for Riga city, we came up with a very nice mailing list where we have the international sort of company of people talking about international technologies that are being implemented here in Latvia, especially with the whole production cycle. So it gave us the opportunity to sort of benchmark and see whether the technology is efficient, and wind technologies developed in US, are they efficient in, for example, the Finland. So these are quite expert people that are exchanging the mails. So there's quite an interesting discussion, and we can choose the best option, especially with a view to our plan on the use of renewables. We had one question in the email which fits very well. Please tell us one or two non-governmental organizations, if there are any, that you take advice from when you want to take the decisions on environmental issues, and be it whatever, where you have worked in the municipality or the parliament. Well, in parliament, and I have always felt responsible myself to invite to Economic Committee when we are reviewing issues related to environment. We invite the World Environmental Fund, no, not the World Environmental, but the Latvian Environmental Fund, several experts, the animal protection organizations and other organizations. Mr. Tsilinskis, you working in the ministry, with whom did you collaborate? We have a climate technology council that includes members presenting various professional associations, biomass, wind, and other energies. Then we have the heat pumps association, producers association represented there. All the industries related to this sector. In energy sector, we have the Environment Advisory Board, including the Environmental Club and Friends of the Environment, all the parties mentioned by Mr. Līdaka for other areas, and we also have very good cooperation with the Trade and Chamber, Commerce, Trade and Industry Chamber. Says you have the experience of working in the Riga City Council. Yes, exactly. As we developed the energy plan, we consulted mainly and mostly got the support from the Riga Energy Agency. That's one source of expertise. We also got information from the Ministry of Environment. It was also very interesting to find out the opinions of the producers of the renewables in Latvia, with whom we collaborated very closely, and with regulator as well. Here's another question. Well, if I may, the procedure as regards to SIMA is the following. So far in the Economic Committee meetings, we didn't have less than 7 to 8 NGOs working in the field. So you're very well monitored, I would say. Yes, we're very well monitored, and all the interests are being coordinated, taken into account, and also with respect to renewables law, we were missing some chairs. I didn't know even that there were so many non-governmental organizations interested in waste management. I've been on the exchange studies in Slovakia for 3 months, and what concerns separation of waste and depositing system, yes, the beer bottles cost 13 euro cents more than the canned beer. And as you bring the bottle back to the shop, they give you back the 13 euro cents, which is 7-8 centimes in Latvia. So it is not a utopian dream on the side of the producers, because the world class shows that it is possible. World experience shows that it is possible. What concerns separation of waste, in my Malta municipality, the Malta municipality has organized a portable separation container. People were separating. It was located in a particular place, so you could separate everything, and all the drunks even were bringing their beer bottles, large plastic beer bottles, and putting them into the right containers. So it is very important to provide the infrastructure so that the people could have the place where to do it, and it should go hand in hand with education and so on and so forth. And third thing, there has been mentioned the floor energy or something like that. They exist, they have been patented, but I don't believe Latvia would ever introduce anything like that as first in the world, because we are always behind, lagging behind in terms of introduction of these processes, and it is always because of slow work on the side of the politicians. That would be the accusation towards politicians. But hey, politicians, we are saying that one, businessman in his private dance floor is not implementing such an innovative technology. Isn't it so that in Latvia we are waiting for the politicians to subsidize, to promote something or to move something? Don't you feel sometimes that you're on a frying pan when you're being asked whether you're green enough or not green enough? If you're not green enough, are we not a bit psychotic in our green demands? Well, here was a question about the efficiency of the public administration. It's in the right place. We don't have efficient public administration. It is very expensive and very bureaucratic. That's one of the questions, how to cut the red tape. And if we have to cut the expenses, well, it will in one way or another affect the social sector as well. We can't do it really without organizing the public administration. It's not a mechanical cutting or mechanical merger of some of the institutions. But what concerns the energy sector, it is the responsibility of 3 ministries, and that's not an efficient way to work. I highly doubt whether it's going to be changed as the coalition is formed. Most probably the head of the government has a number of ministers he would like to see in his cabinet. But what concerns public administration, its efficiency, it is very, very decisive if we talk about the introduction of the innovation. Please name us the best prime candidate if the government would be 4 years viable. The name and surname give us, please. So what happened? I think that Raimons Vējons would be the best candidate for the minister. If Raimons Vējons is not being approved, Mr. Celinskis is also very well experienced. Yeah, you have a very good coalition, you're very good friends supporting each other. Yeah, but apart from, green people, green people have been in the management, so it means that they are working without political intervention. So that's very nice. Probably we've had a future minister. Yes, but what concerns bureaucracy and the comment made about the bureaucracy and such, I'm very happy that Einars is going to be in the parliament because he's a well-seasoned public servant. So he could, do very well. None of the beavers has destroyed the dam that they have built themselves, and he would do the same most probably as the beavers do. We should hope that the public servants of the ministries will start caring about the maintenance of the apparatus. I don't think so, and I don't think we should hope for that. Mr. Strauss, I do understand you have a problem. You're not yet in the government coalition or the governing coalition, but can you tell us one of the ministerial candidates maybe? Yes, we have a very good proposition, Jans Matls, ever since I know him. And I know him since early adulthood. He's been the president of the Green Movement or the founder, and the one that split from the Environmental Protection Club. Separators, or the ones being separated. Yeah, it happens differently. Dear politicians, thank you very much. We have discussed what we heard during the day in form of ideas, and we saw how practical the implementation could be and how it could pan out in the country you are going to manage. It seems that eventually we'll be sorting the waste.